There are so many steps involved with buying a home. It can be really confusing on where do you start, what do you need to know, and a little scary on all the steps involved with buying a house. We're going to walk through exactly some of the easiest first steps you can do to try to make this journey of getting started with can I buy a home a little bit easier. Taj Richardson here, Harcourts Coast Realty, and today I thought I would show you a really amazing resource that can really get you down the road of understanding a little bit more about buying a house when you're starting to think about the process. And we recommend that you get in conversation with a real estate agent who's really well versed with working with buyers, especially in the market you're interested in. And then we also highly recommend getting a conversation started with a lender to begin the journey. But we live in a world where all the information we need is at our fingertips. Literally with AI, you could be asking questions and getting answers before I even finish this sentence. But those are not reliable resources yet. So here I'm showing you a very reliable resource. In fact, it's one of the most reliable resources that we've got in the United States, and that is a website by Freddie Mac, who is an underlying loan company that works with all the major banks to make sure that we are able to have a very healthy mortgage loan market out there. In the weeds a little bit, basically what Freddie Mac does and the sister company Fannie Mae do is they make sure that when a bank secures a mortgage for a buyer, if they want to offload that mortgage to a different company, they have the ability to do that through the support of Freddie Mac. You don't need to know much more than that, but if you've ever had a mortgage before and it was with a company A, and all of a sudden you got a letter and it said, hey, company A is selling your mortgage to company B, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae are the reason that happens, and that's actually a healthy part of our process in lending in the US. Back to this website. So I'm showing you here the Freddie Mac website here, My Home. Definitely recommend this website for starting your buyer journey. Now, you can maybe see on the screen here, they have information for buying, owning, refinancing, selling. So really anything related to the whole process of owning homes in the US. But we're going to focus on buyers here. And I think the most important thing is, what can you afford? That's maybe the most important first question that you would want to have for a healthy financial decision. And so you can see there's all kinds of steps here, steps 1 through 8, just in this alone. You can scroll down and see these same steps here. Very nice, easy, friendly website to use. But what I've done is I've jumped ahead to a home buying budget calculator. And I think this is exactly where you want to start with knowing what you should be looking for in a price range. Usually the steps are a little bit backwards of what we would recommend as professional real estate agents, and especially focused on buyer agents, is know what you can buy and then go out and look for the houses you can buy. That's not how we want to start our real estate journey though, right? We want to go look at cool houses, get really excited, and then go, oh, I want to buy that. Can I buy that? That can kind of set you up for disappointment, or maybe set you up for an idea of what you can get, and then down the road further than maybe you want to be, realize that actually you can comfortably afford more house. So having that budgetary idea is kind of your first thing you want to do. So you just start filling out the information based on details you might have. Maybe your annual gross income is, let's just say there's 2 of you on the mortgage and you come to something like $127,000 a year in income. What's your monthly debt? That's usually going to be something like car payments and credit cards. Maybe student loans would be the other one. 250, I don't know, that might be a little low for most scenarios in most people's lives. So let's just jump that up to 500. And you can see the website is calculating right away. Now, what's your down payment? This can definitely be the tricky part for most people. What they don't realize is your down payments are pretty flexible. You could do anything usually from You can do 0%. I honestly don't recommend it. I think it is a healthy financial decision to have some sort of a down payment to buy a house. It just allows you to validate to yourselves you're ready to buy a house. So you could go as little as 3% down. You want to try to stretch for as much as you can. 20% is awesome. It gives you some opportunities to lower your rates, your monthly mortgages for a number of reasons. 20% is very high in today's high cost real estate world. So let's say you do have 50,000. Let's keep that where it is. Now your years are always going to be 30 years, and interest rates right now, unfortunately, they're not 5 for us. They're not even quite at under 6. They're at about 6.2 right now. And so what this calculator is doing is it's starting to give you an idea of how much house you can afford. $437,000. There are plenty of houses for sale on the Oregon coast for this price range. We can absolutely get you into a house in this price range. And as you can see, your monthly mortgage payment would be about $3,000. Let's see if there are any last steps we want to take here. Good. So they are kind of giving you an estimate on what your property taxes would be. $3,200, reasonable. We'll leave that where it is. Homeowners insurance, $1,000 a year. Honestly, these days, probably a little on the low side. Let's go up to $1,500. And that probably gives you a pretty reasonable price. So with that homeowners insurance policy being a little more than the $1,000, you can see that did reduce your buying power down a little bit to $430,000, but it did basically keep your monthly mortgage at about $3,000 a month. So then you can play with this calculator as you start to get comfortable with these things. On one last note here on the taxes and insurance, this is where having the conversations with a real estate agent really come in handy. We have more knowledge about those things because we do transactions every week of the year, and know where those things are happening for us. Then back to some of our loan details. So let's say you actually, for some reason or another, you're able to do a little bit more of a down payment. You can see if, let's say you got up to 70,000. Let's see if I can make this right at 70. Let's say you had $70,000 saved up from various places. You are able to afford more house at $450,000. So you can see how more down payment gives you more buying power. Now, again, $450,000, I could go out today and find you $450,000 homes that even have a view of the ocean on the Oregon coast, and you're paying about $3,000 for that. If you were to rent a home on the Oregon coast, then you'd probably be somewhere in the tune of at least $2,500 a month. And so you can say, geez, for an extra $500 a month, I own this house. I'm going to reap the rewards of appreciation over the 5, 10, 15 plus years of ownership. Obviously, that's a really good decision versus just continuing to rent, assuming you have the down payment necessary. You can say, hey, I can maybe make something work at $30,000. And you can see, okay, well, you can get up to $400, keep that mortgage monthly payment the same, somewhere where maybe it's comfortable for you, and say, okay, look, show me what's out there for $400. No problem. Lots of options. Might lose that view under $400,000, but there are definitely 3-bedroom homes up and down the Oregon coast that we can show you for that price range. So the bottom line is a tool like this gives you a lot of ability to start to answer some questions on your own. For some people, especially again in this high information, easy, accessible world, that's a much more comfortable way to start trying to figure out how to buy a house. That's why we love, the big websites. So that's why we love the big websites like Zillow and Realtor.com and Redfin and all those is that we know we can go and start to look at things right away and not have to worry about having the conversations that maybe we're not ready to have yet. Well, a tool like My Home by Freddie Mac can do the same stuff for you on the financial side of the journey, which honestly is so important and usually a little bit behind the home search. So hopefully this video gives you an idea of a way that you could use a really easy, accessible information tool that's very well vetted, very, very much a trustworthy source, and understand the financial component of being able to buy a house on the Oregon coast. I'm Taj Richardson with Harcourts Coast Realty. Hope this is a really informational and valuable video for you. You can find more videos like this on our YouTube channel, Harcourts Coast Realty, and we'll see you in the next one.